Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches. It's going to be short and sweet this week. I'm coming back to you from work because I had to pretty much work straight up until we leave for San Antonio tomorrow. For those who are following along with Ryan but did not see my Facebook post or my Instagram post, his surgery was supposed to be yesterday, August 21st, but it got moved at the last minute to Friday, August 24th, which is the day after tomorrow for me, because it's currently Wednesday the 22nd. By the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be Thursday, but who knows when you're watching it. So the date today is August 22nd, 2018. So I want to check in with y'all really quick, let you know that that was the case, and that, so we're still waiting to know how that goes. I want to catch up on my whips and tell you about a little something new that's going on. Tonight, I'll try not to be interrupted too much, I hope, because I won't have time to do this at home. So, really quickly, I'm going to, I don't believe I had any haul. I think I showed everything last week. So, into whips, and then I need to talk to you about something, and then I will let you go about your day and watch all the other wonderful Flosstubes out there, because I know several of them came out today, because I have been watching Flosstube like crazy today trying to catch up. I'm going to try and put these in order just for some reference. Last time we spoke, I did the Tiny Decision spinner. It said Mini Alice in a Dolly Dream, but I didn't get around to stitching that night. And then when I went to work the next night, it was not possible for me to work on that because my lighting was so bad. In fact, I had to respin my spinner like 5 times because it kept trying to give me my higher count fabrics. And I was like, there's just no way. I cannot. The lighting was so horrible, but I didn't want to not stitch. So we'll get to what I did stitch on. Okay, so yeah. All right. And of course, I'll show you I've been working on my 100 Days of Hade mini treasure hunt bookshelf project every day. Getting so close to a page finish. I haven't worked on it today, but I will show it to you. Also, I'll show you my focus piece, but I'll save those for the end. Right now, the next thing I worked on, because I needed a higher count fabric, because this is 28 count, and it's that thicker MCG textiles, I believe, that you get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, that I dyed myself. Now, this was a Mania start. It is Lizzie Kate's Cleaning House. I started it with Moselle Silks, but I didn't like it. I would need at least 3 strands for good coverage, and it was slippery, and it just didn't work for me. So I went and swapped it out. I just grabbed a couple DMC colors that I liked, and here's where I got to that night. I spent most of the evening on Skype with Stitching May and Organic Granny, Lori and Megan, and I got all that done during that time. So I thought that was pretty good, because I didn't even pull it out till midnight. So when I first got on the call with them, I was doing my focus piece. Oop, pause. It took a little longer than I expected. I got like 3 trucks, and then one of the rovers was here because he had to write one of the trucks up because they were speeding. Okay. So I just showed you cleaning house. That was what I worked on my first night back to work. Then, let's see. What did I work on next? Oh. This was one of the ones I spun that first night, but the fabric count is too small, so I couldn't work on it. So the next night I made sure I had a good light bulb with me, just in case. And I drew Lizzie Kate's Living with Charm. And here's where I got to. Gotta make sure this light is facing the right way. But I realized I made a mistake. I'm going to have to pull out some of this down here because I can't just fudge it. Otherwise the ribbon won't look right. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. If I have to pull out that much, especially at like 4 o'clock in the morning right before I'm about to head home, that's where I stopped. So we got that one. And those I think were on my Instagram, for sure. But then I had a couple nights of very bad service, so, excuse me, I'm hungry. I wasn't able to upload on my Instagram. I'll do that. So the next one I worked on was another Lizzie Kate. My spinner was Lizzie Kate friendly this week. Because, yeah, both of those were Lizzie Kate. This one's Lizzie Kate. I worked some more on my Christmas rules. I'm so close to a finish on this, y'all. I bet next month it will happen. Woo. So I put in all that. I finished hanging mistletoe and wrote all the give you more than you get. So I just need to, I'm starting on the present thing over there. You can see a little bit of the red. You can see a little bit of that red over there, and finish that one. Then I have one block to go, and this one will be finished. So I really think next time I pull it out, I'll just finish it. Even if it takes me 2 nights in a row, I will just finish it instead of putting it up after one night. I really think that's going to happen. So, and that's one more on my year of hoops I can cross off. Next was, I spun another Lizzie Kate, but I said, okay, no, I need a break from the Lizzie Kates. I need a break from the words. So I ended up drawing Fairy Tale Lands 2, where I'm working on Rapunzel. Getting started back on this was a little difficult because I had messed up somewhere. But once I got into it, I got quite a bit done. He still doesn't have a face, but at least he has a head. And then I worked my way up to Mother Gothel and got most of her done in one night. Oh, part of the reason I did this is because when I put it on the Q-snap, I put him really close to the bottom, so where she would be more in the middle. So instead of finishing him, I worked my way up to the top, towards the top, and I can work my way back down. So that's where I'm at there. It's looking really cute. I needed to backstitch some clouds in up here, but I didn't get around to that. Because I literally worked on this one up until my relief showed up, because I was like, just a few more stitches and she'll be complete, you know, other than backstitching. So I've been doing that one a lot lately too, but I'm done except for backstitching, and you'll see that in a minute, because I did that here, because she is done except for backstitching. No, there's one more color in her cape too, so I'm not quite there, but and then last night I drew Owl Dad by Brooks Books. And got most of Dad's head put in. This is also going to be my homework for the, which class is it? For the Muggle Studies class, because it's a family of owls. So he's got most of a head now. This one actually stitches up really fast. I had to pull out, I had to pull out a lot of this because I was like 1 stitch off, and so my eye came out to like here. Anyway, got all the eye filled in, the beak, and this white over here was all last night. So that's pretty good. And I had a little bit of a distracted night, so I have this app called Marco Polo, where you kind of like video walkie-talkie someone. So I was talking to Megan, and then I was also talking with my friend, and then my husband came out, and it was just, I had a lot of distractions, but I got quite a bit done, so excited about that. Okay, before I show you my focus piece and my Heaven and Earth design, I'm going to go ahead and spin for tonight. Yeah. I gotta make sure all that is taken off of there. Because while I'm not completely arbitrary, okay? So, like, I want to get to all my projects this month, so once I do it, it comes off the list. But I still got quite a few there. So, see what we get. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Fall pumpkin. So, I will pull that out at midnight. I've been getting to start a little bit earlier. I was like not even starting on my Heaven and Earth design till like 8:30, and then I would give myself till 10. Or I started in a block that already has all its parked threads done, like stitched in, and then I go and I stitch all the ones where I have to pull the floss for every one. Once I finish the square, I'll go to the next square and do all the parked threads, so then the next night I'm ready for doing the exact same thing. Well, last night, all my parked threads finished a block. So I work till 10 or until I get the parked threads or the finished block and the parked threads for the next block. So here's where I'm at. I'm going to be working on this one tonight. I'll probably just go ahead and finish it, and I may even get to this one. We'll see. It's already 9 o'clock. So I'll at least get something in there. But getting so close to that page finish, I have this block has 70 stitches in it, and this one, hold on, sorry about that. A couple trucks came in. I told you it is kind of busy tonight. I was hoping it had slowed down enough. That's why I waited until this time to do it. Got a little bit of a headache. So that was my Heaven and Earth design. Today is day 52. So I'm a little over halfway to the 100 days. And then what I think I'm going to do, even if they don't start another challenge, is do another 100 days on my other Haid. And then, like, through all 3 of them. Some crazy. Okay. Oh, focus piece. Focus, focus, focus. Alright. And I did get a page finish on this piece and got started on the second page. The second page is not a full page, it's just a small one. And then I have a third, there's 4 pages. 2 full pages and then 2 little squares that actually fit on one page. It's a magazine chart. Anyways, here's where I'm at. There we go. So, got to the bottom of the page. I decided to, first I was working with some of the threads that are just stuck places, and then I started coming around this border here. So, I still have to work on that tonight too. Something else I was going to tell you about this. And now I forgot what it was because I've been interrupted twice. I can't remember. Darn. Okay. Yep, it's gone. Whatever it was I was going to say, it's gone. So, that is that. Those are all my pieces right now. Moving on. Okay, so I have something I need to discuss or let you know about. For my birthday, I did the Google Hangout, you know, to spend a little more time with my stitchy friends, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make a retreat this year. And with all the technology that we have, sometimes, you know, we can have retreats without having to leave our house. And that's what I want to try and continue to do, is have these virtual stitching get-togethers for anybody that's interested. And, you know, just because, like, there's been several nights now where I've hung out with people, and I don't know, it's just really nice to get to spend a little more time. And I know after my last couple videos, there are several people that are interested, and I needed a way of letting people know when, where, how, the whole 9 yards, in case, I have to pause again, you would like to join. Because I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to feel like they're not invited. So what I am doing, I got with Stitching Megan, and she set up a group several years ago, like before Flosstube, and to do this sort of thing. But back then it didn't really take off. But now I feel like because of Flosstube, because of stitching retreats, we do have more of an interest in this sort of thing. So we started the group back up. It is called Virtual Stitchers. I will link it below. What I am going to do is I'm going to have a monthly get-together that is going to be the same day every month, barring, you know, life. But it's going to be pre-set up to be the same day all year long, once a month. I do not get my schedule until Saturday evenings. So trying to plan something several weeks in advance so that, you know, the word can get out there and many people can be there is not something I can do. So Sunday morning, after I've gotten my schedule, I will set up one for either a night that I am off, or a night where I'm at a location where I know I will have service to be able to host a hangout, or that sort of thing. Those events will be in the Virtual Stitchers group. Megan will be hosting sometimes on Skype instead of Google Hangouts. I have notes for this. I should probably pull out my notes. I'm sorry, I'm so discombobulated. So, let's see. We want it to be a very casual, laid-back community. I mean, you have plenty of groups out there where there are sales, and there are a ton of people, and there is something always going on. It's not really what we're looking for here. I mean, of course, we welcome as many people as are interested. We want you to post progress if that's what you want to do. You should not feel obligated to do so. But I don't think we'll be having any stitch-alongs. I had thought about, like, if I know there's a big stitch-along going on that a bunch of people are participating in, maybe going ahead and scheduling a virtual something for that. Because, like, for example, I know there's a lot of people starting Lady of the Flag on September 11th. I am one of those people. I will be starting Lady of the Flag, so, you know, that would be a good time for a stitching hangout. We can all start it together. So stuff like that may come up, but not actual sales hosted by us. I told you about the monthly. I told you about the weekly. If you join our group and you would like to host a Google Hangout and live on Instagram, Skype, live on YouTube, whatever virtual way of hanging out that you want to host, we'd like you to just throw it up there. You know, hey, I'm going live tomorrow afternoon with my D-Stash sale. Hey, I'm going to hang out on Google Hangouts tonight because I'm bored. Anybody want to join me? Any type of anything like that, we welcome everybody to post it there so that it's a central place where everyone can find that sort of thing, and, you know, and where people can post that sort of thing. Because sometimes, like, you know, we have so many different groups, different Instagram, you know, Facebook, YouTube, so many different places this information could be told to people. I'm looking for a 10-cent word there, and I'm coming up empty because my head hurts. But this just kind of for virtual hanging out or stitching or going live, things like that. This is a place where you can announce that or ask about it. You know, maybe you don't know how to host a Google Hangout, but you'd like one hosted. You know, shout out, somebody could help you or host it for you that you can join. If you have a big event coming up, like I did a Google Hangout for my birthday. If you want to have a birthday party on Google Hangouts and you want an event created a few weeks in advance so that, you know, lots of people can get the word and have time to plan for it, just let me or Megan know so we can set up that event for you. So feel free to post anything of that nature. We are not going to be regulating language. Not only in the posts. Okay, so like if you're in a Google Hangout with somebody and they're going to say something sexual, not inappropriately so, just as a joke or something, or, you know, cussing, things like that, we really can't control that, so we're not trying to. And we're not trying to control it on the posts, but we do ask that anything sexually explicit not be pornographic. You know, like mermaids don't have tops, that's normal, but anything more than that, we are requesting that you do not do that. Also, posting when Flosstubes go up. I know there's like 50,000 groups that you post to. If you want to post here with the chance of getting more followers or just getting the word out there, that's perfectly acceptable too. We do have 2 questions to get in, partly just to make sure that it's stitchers coming in, because things like virtual, like the Google Hangouts. So how we would do the Hangout is I would set it up in YouTube, then I start the Hangout, and then I send a link over to the Virtual Stitchers page for you to click on to be able to join. Whether you want to join actually where people can see you and you're talking to them, you would click the Google Hangout link. If you just want to be able to watch people chatting and maybe chime in, you know, via chat, then you would click the YouTube link. We are not making them private. We are not making them invite only, but we are only sharing the link in this one central location to protect the privacy of those who are on video and putting their face out there. And because us YouTubers, we're used to that, but some of these people that want to join, they don't necessarily want anybody and everybody seeing them. So it's a way to be able to keep those links private. So we want to honor that privacy by making sure it is stitchers and you know, people in our community that are joining. So the 2 questions you have to answer when you join the group is, how did you hear about it? Did you hear about it from my video just now? Put Sammy J. Put Stitching May is going to do a video too. Say Stitching May. If I said it and then Michelle told, Jessie told, you know, Diana says Jessie. You know, just or however you hear about it, let us know. Also, what is your favorite current whip? And we did this for 2 reasons. One, you would have to know stitching to know what a whip is, because, you know. 2, because it gives us a little bit to know about you. Something like if we're going to break the ice and we're going to speak to you, the first thing we can say is, so how's that current whip such and such going? Or, you know, how are you enjoying it? And really, it's kind of enabling for me and Megan, because we can go, ooh, we like that. We're going to go look it up. So, you know, it's not just to, you know, put up a little bit of a barrier that you have to get through. It's also to create more of a connection between us and the people in our group. So, basic rules. Be nice to one another. There's no reason to just be rude. We several of us, I won't say everybody, but most of us have been in Stitch Mania. We've seen what's going on there. Of course, we know that's not the kind of stuff we want going on. I'm glad it all got resolved nicely there. You know, we don't want to have to monitor or moderate a whole lot. We don't want to have to kick people out. But if you are causing drama or you are just being unfriendly, we will do what we have to do. So that's really it. I don't have any other rules. Things may change as they come up. I've never run a group before. Megan's run this a couple groups, so she's kind of helping me to make all this happen. And you know, she loves spending time with Stitchers too. We talk most nights. So so that's it. If you're interested, we completely understand if you're not, but if you are, I will have the link below. It's a Facebook group called Virtual Stitchers, just because I want to hang out with y'all. And so this group, if nothing else, is my selfish way of trying to virtually hang out with people. As it goes on, I will try and get like files that explain how to connect to Google Hangout, things like that, because I know that for my birthday we had a little bit of complication there where people were trying to join but they just couldn't, and I'll try and help the best I can. I used to work as a computer technician, so I'm pretty good at that sort of thing, but I'm really bad at it if I can't see it. Like, I will try my best, but I cannot promise anything because I'm one of those, I have to do it myself. I'm not so good at the talking through unless I'm just super familiar with the issue. So, I feel like I had something else to tell you. I don't know. I guess we'll see next week. So, I will be pretty MIA the next few days. If you message me, that sort of thing. We get a little tied up at the hospital. I'm going to try and throw a few stitches in every chance I get, but I'm not holding my breath, so I may not have a whole lot to show next week. But I will come back and let y'all know how everything went. If you would like to follow me via Facebook, I'm Samantha Renee James on Facebook. I have been accepting people because I really don't post much in that forum, and for the most part, I haven't found a stitcher I don't like or trust. Instagram at Sammy J Stitches. You can message me there. I will post updates at both Instagram and Facebook because I've had quite a few people ask me. So I don't want anyone to feel like they have to worry. I will let y'all know as soon as I know something. I do not know. They said the surgery on Friday should start around 6 in the morning, but that is always contingent upon emergencies, the anesthesiologist, previous surgeries, all that. So I won't know for sure. I'll update as I can. Yeah, so that's it. I haven't picked what day of the month for the virtual stitching yet. I will post that. A few of you people that I do talk to on the regular may receive an invite from me if you're my friend on Facebook, just because I know that it might be something you're interested in. So yeah, that's all I've got tonight. I'm hoping to try and get this uploaded. Of course, now I have to piece together like 6 pieces, but you know, I need to get stitching. And I hope y'all have a great stitch week, and I will talk to you soon as I can.